Welcome back to my sewing channel. It is still very early in the morning. It's not even 10 o'clock yet on a Sunday, and I am going to get to sewing. So historically, well, for the past 2 years, this will be my third year sewing, I have always made my Easter dress out of a wedding dress pattern. I am going to do the same this year, but the fabric that I selected is a diagonal print, and it just was not going to work for the pattern that I chose. So what we're doing today is we're making matching Easter dresses for Major and I. Do not know if she's going to wear this, but I'm going to make it anyway. I've made her a dress when we went to go see Barbie, and she did like that. But she's just like not a dress girl. She's not into it, and she certainly doesn't want to wear my homemade things, so we'll see. So for my dress, we're using authentic vintage pattern from the 1950s. And for Major's dress, we have a 1970s pattern. So she's going to get this one with the long sleeves because I'm not sure how the weather is going to do. But regardless, the fabrics that I'm using are so thin that if it is warm, she'll be fine. So let's take a look at the fabrics. So if I didn't mention, I'm actually wearing the dress that I made last year for Easter. The one I made the year before that, it has just like one shoulder and it's way more formal, and so I don't know if I could sew in it. This one is really, really comfortable. Wish I had added pockets, but that was before I really knew what I was doing. So the fabrics we're using, I'm going to incorporate this pink in the midriff of my dress and in the top of Major's dress. But the main focal point of the fabric is going to be this. And this is why I didn't do the wedding dress pattern. It's because of that diagonal, and I did not feel like trying to match up things or it coming out looking crazy. So that's what we're doing today. We're sewing Mommy and me matching Easter dresses, hoping they turn out well, hoping that Major will wear hers, and yeah, that's the plan. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for your support on my last video from the train trip. If you have not seen that, please go and check it out. It is a really, really good one. So let's just get right into it. As winter's icy grip slowly loosens and nature begins to stir from its slumber, there is an unmistakable sense of anticipation and excitement in the air. Spring, with its promise of renewal and rebirth, never fails to ignite a sense of joy and wonder in my heart. It is a season that brings with it a kaleidoscope of colors, fragrances, and experiences, reminding us of the beauty and the resilience of life. I have shared in some of my recent videos how hard the winter was for me and the seasonal feelings and emotions, and I'm happy that that is starting to be behind us. The transition from winter to spring is not just a change in seasons, it symbolizes the triumph of resilience over adversity. A hard winter with its bitter cold, relentless storms, and long nights can take a toll on both the natural world and our spirits. However, as the days gradually lengthen and temperatures begin to rise, there is a sense of relief and renewal that permeates the air. Getting over a hard winter is not just about surviving the challenges, it is about emerging stronger, wiser, and more appreciative of life's fleeting moments. So I have everything cut out of the two different fabrics. I hope I like the choices that I made. I'm doing the dress for Major. Her sleeves and her front bodice part are in the solid pink, and then the rest is in the Easter diagonal print. And then for me, my entire dress is the diagonal print, except for my pockets are, the midriff part is solid pink, and then the pockets are the diagonal. So I hope I like that, but it's all cut out, and we're gonna start with the skirts because they're always the easiest. So I'm gonna start with my skirt, then do Major's skirt. Mine has darts and whatnot, but Major's doesn't, of course. So maybe we should even start with hers. Now we're gonna start with mine and get it on the dress form, and then we'll move on to Major's skirt, and then we'll start on the bodices. I'm excited to make a dress for Major. I don't do it often because she isn't necessarily a dress girl in the moment. and so I don't try to force my things on her. A lot of people ask me all the time why I don't make more things for her. So I really included her in the process of picking out her trim and incorporating a lot of the blue because the blue is her favorite color. And I really just don't want to tell her how she should dress. The way we dress is often an expression of our identity and personality. And for parents, navigating their children's choices, especially when it comes to clothing, can be a delicate balance between guidance and freedom. Allowing your daughter to dress how she wants can be a powerful way to empower her sense of self, encourage creativity, and foster confidence. First and foremost, supporting your daughter's clothing choice sends a message of acceptance and respect for her individuality. Every person has their unique style preferences, influenced by personal taste, trends, cultural backgrounds, and more. By allowing your daughter to explore and express her style, whether it's through colorful outfits, unconventional pairings, or unique accessories, you acknowledge and honor her autonomy as a person. Major is only 5, and so I know her style and personal preferences are going to change many, many times over. But I would love to hear about your experience with your little girls, and did they go through the anti-dress phase? Did they come out of it? How did you navigate it? I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on letting them choose for themselves what they wear and all of those kind of things. So any advice, any insight, I welcome it. So please feel free to share. Easter is one of those holidays that I do feel little girls should wear dresses, and so I'm very excited that she decided to wear a dress for Easter. I remember my Easter as a little girl and getting all dressed up and wearing the ruffled socks and having a purse and gloves and the whole thing, and I'm excited that she is going to wear a dress. I am even more excited that we have matching ones. Easter in my family is one of the most special holidays. Mainly it's because it's the one where we make sure to get together and get all of the kids together. My brothers and I are all in different cities and states, and we make an effort every Easter because it kicks off spring break as well to get together and to get the kids together. And so it is the one holiday where I know that we'll all be together and we get to see the kids run around and really enjoy the spring. And we're usually in hotels. If you see my footage from last year, you'll see that we were in a hotel. Those unfortunate years we weren't able to get together, and so we're excited to be able to be back into our tradition of the spring break with the kids. And my sister-in-laws and we go all out with the decor and the baskets and all of the things for the kids, and we just all get to be together and really enjoy it. And that is what's most special about Easter in my family. You can share what makes Easter special in your family. I would love to hear about it. As I was packing up my decor box, I was just wondering, what is all of this stuff and what does it mean, and why do we have Easter baskets? And I wanted to explore that a little bit. I've been using this channel that's often been my diary to explore things that interest me and that I think might interest you all as well. So I wanted to explore a little bit of why I have a whole Tupperware full of Easter decor and why we go so all out with the baskets and all of those things. Easter baskets filled with an array of colorful eggs, candies, and treats, and they've become synonymous with the celebration of Easter. However, the history of Easter baskets is a very rich tapestry woven with ancient customs, religious symbolism, and cultural evolution, making them more than just containers of goodies, but reflections of traditions passed down through generations. One of the earliest origins of Easter baskets can be traced back to pagan spring festivals. These festivals, celebrating the arrival of spring and renewal of life, often included rituals involving eggs, which were seen as symbols of fertility and rebirth. Eggs were decorated, exchanged as gifts, and sometimes placed in baskets as offerings to deities associated with fertility and agriculture. With the spread of Christianity, many pagan customs were absorbed or adapted into Christian celebrations, including the symbolism of eggs and baskets. Easter, commemorating the resurrection of Jesus Christ, became intertwined with the themes of new life and spiritual rebirth, aligning with the symbolism of eggs as symbols of new beginnings. The tradition of Easter baskets, as we know them today, began to take shape in medieval Europe. It was a common practice for people to bring baskets of food to church on Easter Sunday to be blessed by clergy. These baskets, known as blessings baskets, typically contained a variety of foods, including eggs, bread, meats, and sweets, symbolizing abundance and the breaking of Lenten fast. As time passed, the focus on Easter baskets shifted more towards children and the delight of gift-giving. In the 19th century, German immigrants brought with them the tradition of the Easter hare or Easter bunny, a folklore legend who would bring Easter eggs and treats to children who had been good. So the plan for today is sleeves. Sleeves on Major's dress, sleeves on my dress. And then I had put this piping around the neckline and where the sleeves are gonna go of her dress. I think it's gonna be fine when I put the sleeves in, but I probably shouldn't have done it on the neck because this was a square neckline and now it's somehow kind of round. And when I went to unpick it in places, it damaged the fabric a little bit. And so we're gonna cover it up with some Rick Rack. So it's very, very early in the morning and that is the plan. My dress just needs the sleeves and the neck facings, bodice attached to skirt, and him in his dress. And hers doesn't need much either. This is something I definitely should be able to complete today. Some hand work in the inside, just sewing down facings and whatnots. But she's got her zipper, all of the things. And then I'm going to make her some hair bows. And then we will be done. So let's get to it. This tradition further popularized the use of baskets as containers for Easter goodies, with children eagerly anticipating the arrival of their Easter baskets on Easter morning. The symbolism associated with Easter baskets has also evolved over time. Eggs, once symbols of fertility and new life, became symbolic of Christ's resurrection, with the eggshell representing the tomb from which Jesus emerged. The act of decorating eggs, whether through dyeing, painting, or embellishing, became a creative expression of this symbolism and a cherished Easter tradition. Today, Easter baskets continue to hold a special place in the hearts of many, serving as reminders of cherished traditions, family gatherings, and the joy of giving and receiving. While the contents of Easter baskets may vary, from chocolate eggs to plush bunnies to personalized gifts, the underlying spirit of celebrating renewal, new life, and the arrival of spring remains constant. In essence, the history of Easter baskets is a testament to the enduring power of tradition, symbolism, and cultural exchange. From ancient pagan rituals to modern-day celebrations, Easter baskets continue to bring delight and meaning to the Easter holiday, bridging the past with the present and weaving a colorful tapestry of customs and beliefs for generations to come. I look back on my own childhood and my own Easters very fondly, and I love family traditions. I love the ones that we have established from my own childhood, and I think that family traditions play a vital role in shaping our identities, fostering bonds, and creating lasting memories. While some traditions are passed down through generations, there is immense value in creating and maintaining your own family traditions. These unique customs not only strengthen familiar connections, but also provide a sense of stability, belonging, and continuity. So I've had comments before, like Valentine's Day, when someone seen my Tupperware that's full of Valentine's Day decor, on why I quote unquote do the most or have to go above and beyond. And I think it's just important to me to create these family traditions that incorporate my own and my husband's own upbringing, but the family that we have now created together. And so that's what I do the most. I want my kids to look back on these holidays fondly and then want to make memories with their own families should they choose to have them. I think for me, the main thing with making the holiday so special and trying to create memories and quote unquote doing the most, I think I want my children to know that they were worth it to me. They were worth all of the extra effort and steps that I took. I think this will contribute significantly to their self esteem and self worth. When children feel loved, valued, and cherished, it reinforces their sense of identity and worthiness. These affirming experiences lay the foundation for healthy self esteem, resilience, and confidence as they grow. Making special memories provides opportunities for children to learn and practice emotional regulation. During these moments, children experience a range of emotions from joy and excitement to disappointment or frustration. They don't always get everything they thought they were going to get, and things don't always work out perfectly. But I know that I can guide them in understanding and managing these emotions in a supportive and nurturing environment, helping them develop crucial emotional intelligence skills. I myself, over the 9 years I've been a mom, have gotten so much better about just relaxing and letting things be what they're going to be. I used to feel the need to make everything so perfect and it was so stressful. And now I've learned to relax a lot. The holidays are any and every holiday are often just harder on the women. Let's just be honest. Women take on the main roles of planning and organizing the meals and decorations and activities and shopping and all of the things that make the holidays what they are. And it can be a lot. The hosting duties, the emotional labor, the financial planning, the time and energy, all of the things that go into it. And then I think it's because you put so much effort into it that you want everything to be perfect. But so many holidays now, I have burnt the cookies or one year dropped the turkey. Like all of the things happen, and I've learned to just accept them and roll with them and make them a part of the memory. So even this dress with its many mistakes and the challenges that happened as I was trying to sew these with very limited time while still working and doing all of the other things, I'm just fine. Major watching me do it was very special, and her knowing and having this dress and knowing that she was worth it to me and making it for her made me feel special. That's good enough. So Major's dress is done. I added some little special touches to the hem and the waistline and the neck. I have a little bit of hand finishing work to stitch her facing down and just stuff like that. I made her little bows and I added the same little rickrack to the bows. So she, for the most part, is completely done. Now it is time to finish my dress. I just need to get the bodice attached to the skirt, get the zipper put in and the hem, and we are finished. So let's get started. Creating enjoyable holiday experiences for kids doesn't mean everything has to be perfect. In fact, focusing too much on perfection will add unnecessary stress and pressure, detracting from the joy and the spirit of the holidays. Kids appreciate genuine moments more than perfection. They value the time spent together, the laughter, and the shared experiences, regardless of whether everything goes according to plan. Ultimately, what matters most during the holidays is the sense of connection shared among family members. Imperfections can bring people closer as they work together, laugh together, and create meaningful memories together. And this is what I make sure we do every year for every holiday, for every occasion, even just on a random Tuesday. And if that is doing the most, I'll take it. I must have foreshadowed something this Easter because so many things went wrong with my brothers and I and the different families that we just weren't able to make it work to all get together this year. The kids were really disappointed, but they sucked it up and managed well. They decorated cookies and had an egg hunt and dyed eggs. And I actually cooked, and I only messed up one thing, and it was a beautiful day. Major loved her dress. She did not keep it on very long, and I could very much tell that she was doing it for me, which is the absolute most beautiful thing. She wouldn't put on dress shoes. She would only wear Crocs, and she took the dress off after about an hour. But I think it's our new tradition, and the fact that she wore it for me is everything. So I'm very excited for this tradition, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one that is soon and sure to come.